I'm just going to go ahead and share my screen. Hope everyone's doing well today. So my name is Sahana Muhundhan.
தலைவர்த்துவம் என்ன முக்கியமான பண்புகள் என்னிடம் இருந்ததோ அவை இருந்தபடினாலே மற்றவர்கள் என்ன தேடி வர வேண்டிய ஒரு வாய்ப்பை உருவாக்கினேன் என்று நான் மகிழ்ச்சி அடைகின்றேன். அடுத்தது, நான் எந்த விதமான சுயநலம் இல்லாமல் பிரதிபலனை எதிர்பார்க்காமல் மற்றவர் ஒவ்வொருவருக்கும் சேவை செய்யும் ஆற்றலை நான் பெற்றேன்.
Vanakkam, Namaste, greetings to all. Welcome to the World Peace and Harmony Meditation Group, PSSM Tamil Europe. Every day we are doing meditation for World Peace and Harmony at 9 a.m., 11 a.m. and 8 p.m. UK time. I would like to mention that we can be proud that we have achieved 764 days of daily meditation 3 times a day, for which we are grateful to all those who contributed to this achievement. Today, first, there will be a meditation by Saro Sundarlingam Master from Sydney with the calming music. After that, our guest speaker, Sahana Muhundhan from Toronto, will deliver a talk on the topic, Importance of Public Speaking and how it changed her life. There will be a summary of speech in Tamil by Kumarasamy Pilla Master from Sydney. Thereafter, question and answer and discussion session will take place in English and Tamil. Now I'll ask Saro Sundarlingam Master to conduct the meditation session. Thank you very much.
எல்லோருக்கும் எனது பணிவான வணக்கம். முதலில் தியானம் பற்றிய சிறு விளக்கம் தமிழிலும் ஆங்கிலத்திலும் கூறப்பட்டு தியானம் செய்யும் முறையும் தமிழிலும் ஆங்கிலத்திலும் விளக்கப்படும். தியானம் என்பது இன மத வேறுபாடு இன்றி எல்லோராலும் மேற்கொள்ளப்படக்கூடிய ஒரு சுலபமான வழிபாட்டு முறையாகும். தியானம் ஆன்மீக தேடலின் வழிகாட்டி. தியானம் எமது இயல்பான சுவாசத்தின் மேல் கவனம் செலுத்தி விழிப்புணர்வுடன் நமக்குள் நாம் செல்லும் பயணம். விழிப்புணர்வுடன் தியானம் செய்தால் பெருமளவு பிரபஞ்ச சக்தி உள்வாங்கப்படும். எமது மனதில் எழும் எதிர்மறையான சிந்தனைகள் அகற்றப்பட்டு ஆக்கப்பூர்வமான சிந்தனைகள் வளரும். இதனால் மனவளம் அதிகரித்து ஒரு ஆரோக்கியமான ஆனந்தமான வாழ்க்கை வாழ முடியும். இத்தியானத்தின் இறுதி நோக்கம் எம்மை நாம் உணர்தலும் எம்முள் உள்ள இறை சக்தியை உணர்ந்து ஞான நிலை அடைவதுமேயாகும். தியானத்தை 5 வயது சிறுவர் முதல் பெரியோர் எவரும் செய்யலாம். தினமும் தியானம் செய்தால் சிறந்த பயனை அடைய முடியும். Meditation is a non-religious, non-racial pathway to spiritual quest. Mindful meditation, focusing on our normal, natural breathing, is a very easy method of calming and empowering our mind. Meditation helps to absorb a vast amount of cosmic energy and eliminates negative thoughts from our minds. It helps to develop positive thinking powers. It nourishes our minds and sharpens our intellect. It helps to boost our immune system and thereby helps to achieve a healthy and happy life. The ultimate purpose of meditation is enlightenment through self-realization and God realization. This mindful meditation could be practiced by children from the age of 5 and adults of all ages. Meditating every day will be very useful for everyone to achieve a peace of mind and a happy life. இப்பொழுது நாங்கள் தியானம் செய்யும் முறையை கவனிப்போம். தியானத்திற்கு முன்பும் பின்பும் இளம் சூடான நீரை அருந்திக் கொள்ளுங்கள். இது உங்கள் தொண்டை வறட்சியையும் வறட்சியையும் போக்கும். ஒரு அமைதியான இடத்தில் வசதியாக உட்கார்ந்து கொள்ளுங்கள். உடலை தளர்வாக வைத்துக்கொண்டு நிமிர்ந்த நிலையில் உட்காருங்கள். மூக்கு கண்ணாடி அணிந்திருந்தால் அதனை கழற்றி விடுங்கள். கை விரல்களை இப்படி ஒன்றுடன் ஒன்று கோர்த்து மடிமேல் வைத்துக் கொள்ளுங்கள். இதனால் தியானத்தின் போது உள்வாங்கப்படும் பிரபஞ்ச சக்தியின் 10% சக்தி சேமிக்கப்படுகின்றது. கால் பாதங்களை இப்படி ஒன்றன் மேல் ஒன்றாக வைத்துக் கொள்ளுங்கள். இதனால் மேலும் 10% சக்தி சேமிக்கப்படும். கண்களை மெதுவாக மூடிக்கொள்ளுங்கள். இதனால் மேலும் 80% சக்தி சேமிக்கப்படுகின்றது. கண்களை மெதுவாக மூடிக்கொண்டு உங்கள் இயல்பான சுவாசத்தில் கவனம் செலுத்தி சிந்தனைகளை தவிர்த்துக் கொள்ளுங்கள். தியானத்தின் போது ஒரு இனிமையான இசை வழங்கப்படும். இந்த இசையின் பின்னணியில் இன்று 30 நிமிடங்கள் நாம் தியானம் செய்வோம். தியானத்தின் போது தயவு செய்து கண்களை திறக்காதீர்கள். Please drink lukewarm water before and after meditation to prevent dryness of your throat and mouth. Please remove your spectacles if you are wearing one. Sit comfortably in a quiet place. Relax your body and sit straight. Interlock your fingers like this and place your hands on your lap. This will help to save 10% of cosmic energy we receive in meditation. While seated, cross your legs, and this will help to save another 10% of energy. Gently close your eyes. By closing your eyes, you can save 80% of energy. While gently closing your eyes, please focus on your normal, natural breathing in order to prevent unnecessary thoughts crossing your mind. During meditation, you will be provided with a calming, melodious music. In the background of this music, let us meditate today for 30 minutes. Thank you. Masters, எல்லோரும் இப்பொழுது உங்கள் இயல்பு நிலைக்கு வாருங்கள். Please come back to a normal awareness. உங்கள் கைகள் இரண்டையும் பிரித்து கைவிரல்களை கண்களின் மேல் மெதுவாக 5 வினாடிகள் வைத்துக் கொள்ளுங்கள். Take your hands and place your fingers on your eyes for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. இப்பொழுது உங்கள் கைகளை கண்களிலிருந்து மெதுவாக எடுத்து கண்களை திறந்து பாருங்கள். Take your hands from your eyes and open your eyes. இப்பொழுது நாங்கள் அனைவரும் ஒரு அருமையான கூட்டு தியானம் செய்ததையிட்டு சந்தோஷமாக கரகோஷம் செய்து கொள்வோம். Let us all put our hands together for having completed successfully a joint meditation. Thank you.
Mute பண்ணு, mute. Unmute.
Sahana, unmute.
Okay. Hi, everyone.
No, it's first one second, please.
Yeah.
We thank everyone who took part in joint meditation. When we meditate jointly, it helps to generate a social force that spreads across all nations and around the world. Our sincere thanks to Saro Sundarlingam Master from Sydney, Australia, who conducted meditation today, and for the calming music provided by Darshini Udaraja from Liverpool. And also we would like to thank Bhavani Master, who is recording this event today. We would also like to thank PSSM Tamil Europe, PMC TV, which is part of PSSM Global. May the whole world be blessed with peace, harmony and prosperity. Valga Vaiyagam, Valga Valamudan. Our guest speaker today is Sahana Muhundhan from Toronto, Canada. At this point, we would like to thank Sahana's grandmother, Dr.Satha, who introduced Sahana to our forum. Sahana is a fourth-year student at Western University in Canada. She is now will deliver a talk on the importance of public speaking and how it changed her life. Mr. Kumarasamy Pilla Master from Sydney, Australia will summarize Sahana's speech in Tamil. Now we will invite Sahana Muhundhan Master to this platform. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. I'm just going to go ahead and share my screen. Hope everyone's doing well today. So my name is Sahana Muhundhan. Today, I'm going to talk a little bit about public speaking, its importance, and most importantly, how it changed my life. So on the screen in front of you, there's a picture of my brother and I a few years ago. We were presenting at this film festival in front of hundreds of people. Now you must be thinking, wow, she definitely has known how to public speak all her life. She must have been born with this ability to do it. But let me just stop you right there and tell you that is far from the truth. I used to be a very shy, introverted, and reserved person. I did not like talking to new people. I did not like going up, especially in front of a crowd of people and talking. But why? Why was there this fear that public speaking could not be achieved? Now, I'm sure this is something that many of you experience. We're all very comfortable talking in our own house, to our family, to our friends. But as soon as we're told to go in front of strangers, we all get nervous. I want you to take a couple seconds right now and think on your own. Why am I scared of public speaking? Take a couple seconds and think about this. Now, the great thing about public speaking is that everyone can become an effective public speaker. You're not born to be a great public speaker, you're created into one. And that is what I want to talk to you all about today. My journey was very specific to me, but there is one thing that I know everyone can implement to then improve their public speaking skills. And that's something I'm going to touch upon later on in my presentation. So before I give you a solution to how to overcome this fear, I think it's really important to break down what the symptoms are behind having this fear. Now, I use the word symptoms, problem, solution, not because having a fear of public speaking is a disease, but simply because it allows me to explain to you how to properly break down this fear that we all have and to help you guys understand the importance of knowing how to effectively public speak. So when I was reflecting, prepping for this presentation, I tried to think on my own back 10, 15 years ago, what were some of my symptoms to why I had this fear? And the first thing I could think about was my mind not being organized. Essentially, it was puzzled. It was all clumsy because I would go up in front of everyone and I wouldn't have a thought out process of how my presentation would go. I would just have all these ideas and they wouldn't be planned out in my head and would not be organized. This led to fear, anxiety, and stress, all things everyone experiences, but something that I know it can be mitigated or lessened if learned how to do properly. Now, this takes me to the problem. There's definitely a few problems I was able to identify to figure out why we all have this fear of public speaking. The first one that I came across was family and peer pressure. Now, I definitely grew up in a family where I was always told to be number one, to get to the finish line first, to get there as fast as I could, no matter what it took. Definitely that put pressure on me. I saw this within my own family, with my friends, and it wasn't the best environment. Another problem I always came across was competition around me. Now, my parents are very competitive people. I grew up playing a lot of sports, so naturally I was very competitive. But when it came to public speaking, I felt like I needed to be the best, regardless. I could not make any mistakes. This caused me to always have this fear. I never had it when I played sports, but for some reason, as soon as I had to stand in front of people, competition became such a huge issue for me. Another problem was not fully understanding the topic I was presenting. Now, when I first started off public speaking, I was 6 years old. That's when I did my first presentation in front of my grade 1 class. I would memorize my speech word for word. So if I forgot one little word, I would freak out, I would be shocked, and I wouldn't know what to do. I think it was at the end of elementary school, so this is grade 8, when you're 12 or 13 in Canada. I did a presentation about swimming. I used to be a competitive swimmer, so I would go to competitions every weekend, and I did that for 8 years. So I did a presentation about swimming. I know swimming. I love swimming. So this presentation was done phenomenally. I had so much passion in what I was talking about that I didn't need to write a script. If I forgot a line, it was fine. I knew what I was talking about. And essentially, my passion led to my confidence. When you understand the topic that you are talking about, you don't need to be reading from a script. You know the topic inside and out. That leads you to have such confidence in the way that you speak, the way that you convey yourself. Everyone, regardless if it's a Zoom call, if it's in person, they can feel your passion through the screen. Now, this brings me to my cause. Now, what helped me realize that I actually don't have this fear anymore? Now, I'm going to be honest, I truly did not start doing any sort of meditation or form of yoga or anything till this year. However, when reflecting for this presentation, I realized I had my own version of meditation that I grew up with. So as I said earlier, I was a competitive swimmer. So I went to competitions every single weekend. I swam every single day for 8 years. And the cool part about swimming is that you're by yourself in your lane, going back and forth for hours. Essentially, you're with your own thoughts. And I realize now that gave me time to reflect on my own, to learn how to control my breathing, to essentially learn how to be balanced and overall calm person. These are all traits that I was able to carry forward to public speaking. Being able to control your thoughts, reflect on your own calmness, these are all things that revolve around meditation. So swimming was my path to realizing that, but that's not something that everyone has to go through. My specific solution was going to this leadership program. Essentially, it was called the Youth Leadership Program. For 3 years, every single week, I had to do presentations in front of a group of people. I learned the techniques that were involved. However, thinking about it, yes, that program was good for teaching me the techniques, but understanding the root cause of my fear came back to my swimming days, came back to my learning of how to balance my breath, how to control my breath, how to be calm, how to be balanced. Those are all factors that eliminated this root cause. And again, these are all traits that you learn from meditation. So now looking back, I have such gratitude and appreciation for my parents for putting me into swimming lessons, but also because through those lessons, I became more self-aware. I realized on my own after a while, okay, now why do I have this fear? What is at the root of my problem? However, I want to emphasize this very clearly. My solution will not work for everyone. I love swimming. That's why it worked for me. I went to this youth leadership program. That worked for me. But that is not what I'm telling everyone to do. I don't want you to go to swim lessons. I don't want you to go find a youth leadership program. I want you to do meditation. Okay? Let me talk to you about what really changed my life after learning how to public speak. Because yeah, it's a fear, but you might be wondering, why is it important to learn how to effectively communicate your thoughts? Because if you know how to be very smart academically, yes, that can take you very far in life. But what changed in my life when I learned how to effectively public speak? Now, the first thing was my ability to express myself fully. Now, this means I was able to express my thoughts, my opinions, my voice at school, with my friends, at work now. I'm not afraid to do so, even if I'm wrong. Even if my thought is so out of the box, I want to express what I'm feeling, what I'm thinking, and I want to tell other people. Another was getting comfortable in any social situation. If you asked 6-year-old Sahana to go in front of a group of people she did not know and talk to them, let me tell you, I would not have done it. I would have been so scared. But see, the thing is, now I have this new confidence in myself. Going to a group of people, going to networking events, going and doing presentations to people I don't know, or truly going to meet anyone is something that I find comfort in. I've gotten so used to doing it. And again, this goes all back to my swimming days, but specifically the meditation, the unconscious meditation that I did that has led me to this. Another thing, I'm seen as an attractive leader. Now, leaders come in all forms, but the root of being an attractive leader all comes to the way you're able to communicate, the way you're able to relate with other people. Those are all soft skills you don't learn at school. This is not something a textbook can teach you. Okay? Another one is the opportunities that came knocking. So in my introduction, you were told that I go to Western University, but specifically, I'm at the Ivy Business School. This is one of the top business schools in the world. They mimic the Harvard business model for cases, and that's what I'm doing right now. It's a very selective process to get into the business school. And once you're out of it, it's seen very like bright, and a lot of companies really want students that come out of the school. But see, I'm not telling you this because of all the hard work I put in. I'm telling you this because I was able to get into this school because of my networking skills, because of my communication skills, because of the public speaking that I learned, all going back to the meditation that I learned earlier on in life. Another one is a selfless service to everyone. I have this new ability to adapt to anything. I want to help other people. So when my cousins, when my sibling, when my friends come asking for help, specifically for stuff like this, for example, doing a presentation, for example, for you guys, this is something I want to do. I want to teach everyone what I learned, but also I want everyone to understand that they are going through their own journey. Finally, the last thing that changed in my life was through public speaking. I was given life experiences on a much deeper level. Now, being able to reflect on your own, being self-aware is something that is very difficult. It takes some time. But meditation is something that anyone can do. You don't have to have a certain kind of privilege to do. You don't have to be at a certain status to be able to do. Anyone and everyone can do. And you can see this meditation led to me having all this confidence, to being more an extrovert person, and gave me all these opportunities, understanding a different meaning to life that I wouldn't have learned otherwise. Now, to wrap up my presentation, if I can give you one piece of advice for my entire presentation, it is not to go do swimming lessons. It is not to go find this youth leadership program. It is to start meditating as early as you can. It's okay if you're 5 years old, if you're 85 years old, start today. You learn how to do something called mind management, essentially time management, where you can organize your thoughts, learn how to control your breathing, balance your life. These are all things that you can start doing now. This is the end of the English speaking portion of my presentation. I'll now pass it on for the Tamil translation. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Sahana. We'll give her an applause for her wonderful speech. Thank you, Sahana. Thank you.
Thank you.
Can you take your, yeah, thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you very much, Sahana. Excellent
No
speech
problem.
you have given.
Thank you.
And how you have overcome fear of public speaking and how it has changed your life. And you have given us so many clues and everything. And thank you so much. Before we go into the question and answer session, our Kumarasai Pilla Master from Sydney is going to summarize your speech. After that, we'll go for the question and answer. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
அனைவருக்கும் எனது இதயம் நிறைந்த வணக்கம். இதுவரை நீங்கள் ஒரு அற்புதமான உரையை, ஆக்கப்பூர்வமான உரையை கேட்டு வந்தீர்கள் ஆங்கிலத்தில். அதை தமிழ் தொகுப்பை வழங்குவதற்காக நான் வந்திருக்கிறேன். இதை வழங்கியவர் சஹானா முகுந்தன் அவர்கள் டொரண்டோவில் வந்து எங்களுக்கு இந்த உரையை வழங்கினார். இந்த நிகழ்ச்சியின் ஆரம்பத்தில் நான் உங்களுடன் என்னுடைய சகோதரன் நான் உணர்ந்து ஒரு உரையை வழங்குவதை காண்பித்தேன். நீங்கள் யோசிக்கலாம், நான் அப்பொழுது மிக ஆற்றல் வாய்ந்த ஒரு பேச்சாளர் என்று. உண்மை அல்ல, அது அல்ல. நான் இது பேசும் இதை வழங்கும் பொழுது பயத்துடன் என்னால் துப்புரவாத துணிவில்லாமல் வழங்கினேன். ஆனால் காலகட்டத்தில் நான் எப்படி அவற்றை வென்றேன் என்பதை உடன் பகிர்ந்து கொள்ள விளைகின்றேன். முதலாவது நான் ஆரம்பத்தில் நான் மற்றவர்களுடன் கலந்து பழகுவதில்லை, வெட்கம் கொண்டவர். பொதுவாக சுருக்கமாக கூறினால் நான் தனிமையை விரும்பியவன் என்று சொல்லுகின்றேன். அடுத்தது இப்படியானவர்களுக்கு இப்ப இதுக்கு என்ன அறிகுறிகள் என்று நீங்கள் பார்த்தீர்கள் என்றால், முதலாவது மனம் ஒரு சீரான நிலை இல்லாதது ஒரு காரணம். அடுத்தது மனம் ஒரு குப்பை போல ஒரு சீரற்ற நிலையில், ஒழுங்கற்ற நிலையில் இருந்தது. மற்றது இந்த நேரம் ஒரு பயம், மற்றது ஒரு மன அழுத்தம். இந்த அப்படியான ஒரு உணர்வுகளால் நான் உணர்வுகளுக்கு அடிமையாக இருந்தேன் என்று கூறினால் மிகையாது. இப்ப இதனால என்ன அடுத்தது இப்படியான நிலைமைக்கு என்ன காரணம் என்று நீங்கள் பார்த்தீர்கள் என்றால், முதலாவது குடும்பத்திலிருந்து வருகின்ற ஒரு அழுத்தம் என்றால், குடும்பத்திலே உங்களுக்கு எல்லோருக்கும் தெரியும், நன்றாக படிக்க வேண்டும் என்று ஒரு விதமான அழுத்தத்தை கொடுத்து கொண்டே இருப்பார்கள். அது மட்டுமில்லை, என்னுடைய கூடிய இருக்கிறவர்களும் அழுத்தத்தை கொடுத்து கொண்டே இருப்பார்கள். எப்படியான அழுத்தங்கள் வரும் பொழுது மனத்தில் ஒரு அமைதி அற்ற நிலை ஏற்படுவது இயல்பு. அடுத்தது நீங்கள் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, இன்றைய உலகத்திலே சுற்ற உள்ள சூழலில் போட்டி என்ற நேரம் இருந்து கொண்டிருக்கும். அந்த போட்டியை சந்திப்பதற்கு உள்ள மன ஆற்றல், மன வலிமை தேவை. அப்ப அடுத்தது நான் பேச எடுக்கிறேன் என்றால் அதை பற்றி ஒரு புரிதல் இல்லை. ஒரு தலைப்பு எடுக்க முடியும்னால் என்னத்தை பற்றி பேச போகின்றேன் என்ற புரிதல் இல்லை என்றால் பொது மேடைகளில் பேசுவது என்பது மிக சிரமமான விஷயம். அடுத்தது உங்களுக்கு எல்லோருக்கும் நியாயமா இருக்கும், சிறு வயதில் நாங்கள் ஒரு உரையை பாடமாக்கி விட்டு அதை ஒப்புவிப்போம். அப்படியான ஒப்புவிக்கும் தருணத்தில் நாங்கள் ஒரு வார்த்தையை ஒரு வசனத்தை நாங்கள் தவற விட்டு விட்டால் அந்த பேச்சின் அதுதான் முடிவு, அதுக்கு பின்பு இல்லை. என்னவென்றால் ஒரு விதமான புரிதலும் இல்லாமல் ஏதோ கிளிப்பிள்ளை போல் ஒப்புவித்து கொண்டிருந்தோம் இளம் வயதில். ஆனால் அது உரிய இல்லை. அடுத்தது இப்படியான ஒரு நிலைமையை நீங்கள் எப்படி தகர்க்கலாம் என்றால், முதலாவது ஒரு உணர்வு, இதை செய்ய வேண்டும் என்ற ஒரு ஆக்கப்பூர்வமான உணர்வு, பற்று தேவை. அது உணர்ச்சியுடன் ஆர்வத்துடன் செய்யும் பொழுது தன்னம்பிக்கை, தன்பாட்டு இயற்கையாகவே வரும். அடுத்தது இதுக்கு என்ன, நான் இப்படியான நிலைமைக்கு என்னை ஆக்கியதற்கு என்ன காரணம் என்று நானே சிந்தித்தது உண்டு. எனக்கு மற்றவர்களுடைய உதவியை நான் பெறவில்லை. நானே யோசித்து பார்த்த பொழுதுதான் எனக்கு தெரிந்தது, என்னுடைய சுவாசத்தை கவனிக்காமல் ஒரு பயமான சூழ்நிலையில் இருந்ததனாலே எனக்கு உள்ளேயே ஒரு பயம், உணர்வுகள் எல்லாம் எதிர்மறையான உணர்வுகள் உற்சாகமிட்டு தவிர்த்தது என்றே கூற வேண்டும். நான் மனதில் ஒரு அமைதி இல்லை, ஒரு நிதானம் இல்லை. இப்படியான ஒரு உளவியல் பிரச்சனைகளை நான் சந்திக்க வேண்டி இருந்தது. ஆனால் இதில் எனக்கு என்னவென்றால் நல்லதென்றால் நான் நீச்சல் கற்றுக்கொண்டேன். நீச்சல் கற்றுக்கொண்டதாலே பலவிதமான இந்த பிரச்சனைகளை என்னால் சந்திக்க முடிந்தது. அடுத்தது இதுக்கு தீர்வு என்ன என்று நீங்கள் யோசிக்கலாம். இப்படியான ஒரு நிலையில முதல் இப்படியே நாங்கள் எப்பொழுதும் செய்கிற பொழுது ஒரு தலைமைத்துவம் தானாக வரும். மற்றது அடுத்ததாக நன்றி உணர்வு முக்கியம். இதில் எப்பொழுது நாங்கள் இந்த நிதான காலத்திலேயும் எதற்கும் நன்றி உணர்வுடன் வாழ கற்றுக்கொள்ள வேண்டும். மற்றது எது இருக்கின்றதோ அதை நாங்கள் ஏற்றுக்கொண்டு ரசிக்கும் ஆற்றலை பெற்றிருக்க வேண்டும். ஆனால் நான் என்னுடைய என்ன தீர்வோ அந்த தீர்வு உங்களுக்கு பொருந்தும் என்று நான் உங்களுக்கு சிபாரிசு செய்யவில்லை. என்றால் அவரவருக்கு பிரச்சனை தீர்க்க வேண்டிய கருத்துகள் வேறுபாடாக இருக்கும் என்பதை நான் கூற விரும்புகின்றேன். ஆனால் நான் இதுவரை உங்களுக்கு நான் ஒரு வெட்கரையாக தனித்துவத்தை விரும்பிய ஒரு பெண்ணாக இருந்து எப்படி என்னை மாற்றினேன் என்பதற்கு என்னென்ன படிமுறைகளை பின்பற்றினேன் என்று உங்களுக்கு விவரித்தேன். இது உங்களுக்கு நன்மையாக இருக்கும் நினைக்கிறேன். அடுத்ததாக நான் பயந்து கொள்ள விரும்புகிறேன் என்றால் நான் பொது மேடை பேச்சாளராக வந்த பின்பு என்னுடைய வாழ்க்கையில் ஏற்பட்ட மாறுதல்கள் என்ன நன்மைகள், அதன் முக்கியத்துவம் என்ன என்பதை சுருக்கமாக கூறுகின்றேன். முதலாவது மிக முக்கிய தெளிவாக என்றால் நான் எதை சிந்தித்தேனோ அதை தெளிவாக கூறும் ஆற்றலை பெற்றேன். அடுத்ததாக நான் முன்பு கூறியே நான் எப்படி கஷ்டப்பட்டேன் என்றால் அந்த நிலைமையெல்லாம் மாறி நான் எந்த விதமான சூழ்நிலையும் மன அமைதியுடன் ஒரு சீரான கருத்துக்களை மற்றவுடன் பகிர்ந்து கொள்ளக்கூடிய ஒரு ஆற்றலை பெற்றேன். அடுத்தது நான் ஒரு எல்லாராலும் விரும்பப்படுகின்ற தலைவன் என்றது உள்ளுணர்வு எனக்கு உள்ளுக்கு ஏற்பட்டது. மற்றது எனக்கு தலைவர்த்துவம் என்ன முக்கியமான பண்புகள் என்னிடம் இருந்ததோ அவை இருந்தபடினாலே மற்றவர்கள் என்ன தேடி வர வேண்டிய ஒரு வாய்ப்பை உருவாக்கினேன் என்று நான் மகிழ்ச்சி அடைகின்றேன். அடுத்தது நான் எந்த விதமான சுயநலம் இல்லாமல் பிரதிபலனை எதிர்பார்க்காமல் மற்றவர் ஒவ்வொருவருக்கும் சேவை செய்யும் ஆற்றலை நான் பெற்றேன். மற்றது என்னுடைய வாழ்க்கையில ஒரு அனுபவம் வாழ்க்கை என்றால் என்ன, எதற்காக வாழ வேண்டும், ஒரு புரியலையும் ஒரு அர்த்தத்தையும் ஒரு காரணத்தையும் எனக்கு வழங்கியது என்று நான் மகிழ்ச்சி அடைகின்றேன். இது நான் பெற்ற அனுபவங்களை தான் உங்களுடைய பகிர்ந்து கொள்கின்றேன். ஆனால் இது ஆளுக்கு ஆள் மாறுபடும் என்பது எல்லோரும் ஏற்ற கருத்து. அடுத்ததாக நான் தியானத்தை பற்றி சொல்ல விரும்புகின்றேன். மிகவும் தியானம் எவராலும் செய்யக்கூடிய ஒரு செயல். அப்ப நீங்க அப்படி செய்கிற பொழுது பல நன்மைகள் உங்களுக்கு ஏற்படும் என்பது தெரியும். மற்றது இந்த தியானம் செய்வதனால் ஒரு முக்கியமான பலன் என்றால் மனத்தை எண்ணங்களை கட்டுப்படுத்தி ஒரு அமைதியான வாழ்க்கை வழிவந்து இந்த வாய்ப்புக்கு நன்றி கூறி விட வருகின்றேன். நன்றி, வணக்கம்.
Thank you very much, Sahana Muhundhan, for your excellent, clear talk on importance of public speaking and how it changed your life. I'm waiting for your part 2 of your speech, maybe next month.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, thank you very much. And also thank you very much for the wonderful translation, Tamil summarization of your speech by Kumarasamy Pillai Master from Sydney, Australia. Thank you very much. Now I invite Dr. Navaratnam to make his comments. Thank you very much, Dr. Navaratnam.
Tamil English பேசுவோம். Sahana வணக்கம். Congratulations, Sahana, for the experience and your own description of how to become a public speaker. At a young age, you have the courage anyway to come and speak to the audience here who are more than 70 years old, the average. And still, I value your speech, and it is a true expression and statement of what you have gone through. Because this is your own experience, you had no difficulty in expressing it today. I, as most of you know, at school, when I was 11 years old, I was given a speech about Mahatma Gandhi, and it was written by a teacher, and I had to memorize it and speak in front of an audience. And I agree that I forgot some lines, and somebody had to prompt from behind for me to continue. And that is one of the things where you, when you are speaking, not your own thoughts, but somebody else's writing. Whereas as we grew older, we developed our own interests. And when I became a doctor and I was a specialist, I was able to speak without notes on the subject that I knew and had passion for. And I spoke for 1 hour on a certain subject in front of medical audience. And some of the doctors came and asked me, how do you remember all this? That is because the passion, as you said. And again, when I talk about something that I have no real depth of knowledge, I prepare it for several hours the previous day. I'll be reading more, 10 times more than what I talk. And therefore, you prepare well, then one is more confident to speak. And I like to do this because that's one way of learning something new. And I do, again, appreciate and congratulate you on your talk and wish you all success in the future. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Next is Saroja Devi Sundarlinga Master from the Sydney Tamils Seniors Association President. Thank you.
Greetings to everyone. And Sahana Muhundhan, greetings to you and congratulations to you on your wonderful presentation today on public speaking and how it changed your life. What a wonderful experience you have had in your life, starting from being a shy girl to having acquired such leadership. I can see a lot of leadership qualities in you. So it's I can see that you are a young girl. You have a long way to go and you're going to be a great leader, definitely, because you're working with a lot of passion and you have improved yourself so much. It's really amazing to see how well you sort of came out of your shy state of mind. And today you are a great public speaker, I would say. The way you spoke, you presented the facts so well. I don't want to repeat all what you said, but congratulations and best wishes to you, Sahana. You're going to be a great future leader. And you must go passionately towards achieving it with your leadership qualities that you have. You express a lot of leadership qualities. I can see that, great leadership qualities. So wish you all the best to progress in life. And I also wish to thank Mr. Kumarasamy Pillai Master for his wonderful Tamil translation of your talk today. Thank you very much. Thank you and all the best to you, Sahana Muhundhan.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
Thank you very much. Next, Dr. Swapragasham Srikanda, please.
Yes, my appreciation and congratulations to Sahana for a very short and sweet reflection that you had in your life. And it shows that reflection comes about with a clear thinking. And can I ask you a question?
Yes, go ahead.
My question is, I can see your analogy or your example as swimming and how the swimming made you to concentrate your body, mind, and your thoughts to go on. So what made you to switch from swimming on to meditation? What made you to do that? That's the question.
That's a great question. This is actually, it's more of the environment. It was because of COVID that I stopped swimming. And because of the pandemic, I didn't have access to a pool or anything like that. But I still did that like I didn't know I was doing self-reflection in the pool until later on during COVID time. I would sit down and, this is a time where you couldn't really go out. You were by yourself a lot. Also, this was the first year that I went to university, so I didn't go with any friends or anyone, so I had a lot of time by myself. And that is actually when I started to take up different self-reflection methods. So like now I do yoga a lot, but meditation is something that actually came out of COVID, which is really interesting. But yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next, Arundhati Master. Unmute yourself. Unmute. I can't hear you.
Hear me all?
Okay, now you're okay.
Yeah, thank you very much, Sahana, again. We are all proud of you that you have
Thank
get
you.
into a famous university. You said that was one of the famous universities.
Yeah.
So congratulations on behalf of our team, because
Thank you.
such a young age you have given us a very wonderful speech, and you have been, with knowingly or unknowingly, been using gratitude and appreciation. So when we do the gratitude to universe, is always is there to give us universe. That's we always be saying gratitude and appreciation about your parents and your teachers and everybody. So when we do that, automatically the good vibes comes into our mind, and we all started. That's the meditation's power is. And you have been meditating as well. And you said that everyone should start meditating from today, even though we are meditating. But there are some people still they are not, in two minds whether this meditation will help or so. But you have proved that meditation helped you, and the appreciation and gratitude is helping you. So thank you very much for your speech, and we are waiting for the second part from about your speech as well. And I would like to thank Kumar Saipulla Master for his excellent, always is doing our, summarizing all the speeches. Thank you so much, Kumar Saipulla Master. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, Panjachana Master from Sydney, Australia.
Good evening, everybody. Today, Sahana Muhundhan was giving a very good, very needed, important of public speaking. She was, everyone has explained very well. And also Mr. Kumar Saipula has given us very sharp, everything is in Tamil, very good translation. I appreciate she was telling the solution will not work everyone. Like that, every comment in the PowerPoint was very, very great. I only mentioned this one because any problem we may solve and speak, but it will not work for everyone. It will not same for everyone. The same way, the friends also, some will support, some will there are people they disturb. So you have to overcome everything to speak. So I also, same way Dr. Navaranam was telling about small age, I have been drama, acting, all memorized and speaking and miss many things, and the hands going here and there. So small age, if you learn, that will really is an experience to cover up at the later stage. So very good. You have understood the sense of the public speaking. You will come. Will be very well. You will come very good in future. I appreciate you, and I be வாழ்த்துக்களை தெரிவித்துக் கொண்டு விடைபெறுகிறேன். நன்றி, வணக்கம்.
நீங்க தமிழ்ல சொல்லலாமா? துண்டா விளங்காது.
You can say it in Tamil.
தமிழ்ல சொல்லி இருக்கிறேன். ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் இருக்கணுமோ சிலர் சம்டைம் இந்த பப்ளிக் ஸ்பீக்கிங் டிஸ்டர்ப் பண்ணுவேன். அதை பற்றி எதுன்னு சொல்ல முடியுமா தங்கச்சி? Sahana.
Yeah, are you asking sorry, say that again.
Somebody will be disturbing you while talking. What can you say anything about that?
Yeah, that's definitely trickier to deal with, but if someone tries to disturb you while you're doing your speech, try to answer their comments or their question really quickly in one sentence, and then say, I will touch upon that at the end of my presentation, or I will touch upon that in my question answer, but address what they're saying really quickly just so it doesn't look like you're ignoring them, and then continue with your presentation, because I understand sometimes when people kind of interject, it kind of disturbs the flow, but it's good to know that, because like in the real world when you do presentations, like I'm a business student, so I'm going to say it in that perspective, but when you do like pitches to CEOs of companies, a lot of them will have questions about your presentation, so they'll interject right away because they don't have a lot of time. So you want to address what they're saying, but you still want to get through everything you're trying to get through. So I would address quickly what they're saying, but then say, okay, I'll talk about this in more detail at the end of my presentation. But yeah.
Yeah, good. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kumarsamy Pillai.
Firstly, I would like greetings to all. Now, I would like to congratulate Sahana for her excellent presentation. Actually,
thank you.
And also, I noticed in the presentation the normal essential qualities of a public speaker, things like planning, clarity, preparation, everything was there. So you had done homework. That's the most important thing for a public speaker. The other thing, you recollected your younger days. I know everyone did the same thing. We memorized everything. And when we had all experienced that, in this particular one, I would like to share one experience. Actually, most of the audience are there. There's one very prominent Tamil speaker, Suvi Sivam. When you are studying in the 4th grade or 5th grade, he was asked to speak about Mahatma Gandhi. So the teacher really forced him to speak on, and actually he memorized his speech. While delivering, he forgot, as you said, one sentence. After that, he couldn't recollect it. So what happened? He started crying. So it was a competition, school competition. So then finally the teacher had to remove him. This is all he says. So later, when the prize was announced, he got the first prize. So
oh my goodness.
Including Sivasivam was really surprised. Then the announced, I gave him the prize because he cried, because he was so passionate about Mahatma Gandhi. Was a passionate speech, so I gave him. So it is really like that. So we all learn through mistakes. So mistakes is part of learning. Even any skill, if you have the fear, then we can't learn anything. So for you, luckily you were able to do swimming. Your swimming is one of the things that gives us confidence, and then confidence leads to success. So briefly, what we are touched on the younger generation here is never hesitate, try. Failure is the pillar to success. Thank you for really imparting this knowledge to the younger generation here. And I wish them, the younger generation, also good luck, success along with you. Thank you very much for your wonderful speech. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Haindevi from India. Now the time is 2 a.m. in the morning, right? Anyway, you can speak now, Haindevi.
Hi, Sahana. I just woke up to listen to your session, listen to your talk today.
Thank you.
Such a good presentation, and many people, like many youngsters, will have a lot of knowledge to share, but just because they cannot talk in the public due to many reasons, that is not coming out. The knowledge is just they're keeping to themselves. But it is very important for every person to master this public speaking. And I got very much connected to your talk, and would love to listen to your talks more and more in the future.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. I love doing talks like this. So yeah.
I can see how you mastered by your talk today. Yeah.
Thank you.
Heindevi is one of our, young masters here who is in part of our. I think you're going to give a speech on that day as well. I think next month. So Heindevi is one of the host person who is hosting our junior session. So
Haidevi from Young People's World Peace Mindfulness Team. Now, in our part of the team, part of that group. You can see here on June 23rd, right, Haidevi?
Actually, I have a presentation on July 1st, I think, on purpose
July
of life.
1st. July
Yes.
1st. Okay. After that, our session for young people is going to be June.
Yeah, in June 23rd we have Raghavi is
But you're going to
to
speak alone. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Thank
Yes.
you very much. Thank you. Thank you. We'll see you
Thank you,
again.
sir.
Anyways, it's too late for you. You can go and sleep now.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. Next one is Jnanam Vijay Kumar from Blackpool, India.
Good evening to everybody.
England, sorry.
Blackpool is in England, yes. Sahana, thank you very much for your wonderful speech. Importance of public speaking. And I'm sure the swimming would have helped you as well. And, sometimes I used to really get very nervous and all. So I'm really very proud of you for the way you give us a speech. And very organized, and you said you do the meditation as well. And it was so nice to hear about methodically you told us, what you went through and all. And it will be a great asset to you for your future life and, your professions, whatever you choose to do. Maybe you could go into politics or whatever you chose to do, And it's a real pleasure to listen to you. And I hope we'll be able to listen to your talk again. And thank you.
Thank you so much.
Your grandma is a good inspiration to me, actually. And she encourages me many times, And we are so lucky to have you today to give us this talk, And please come again.
Of course.
And
she helped me so much with my presentation.
Yes. Whatever you want to talk to us, part 2 and all, and whatever,
Yeah.
And it's a real pleasure. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Of course. Thank you so much.
Thank you. The next, Vana from Sydney, Australia.
Vana Master, you can unmute yourself. Vana Master?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good morning to everyone. First of all, I would like to thank Mr. and Mrs. P.S.Rajakaruna Masters for organizing a wonderful forum for all of us to listen and motivate us and expand our knowledge. And secondly, our Dr.Satha Master for introducing her granddaughter. And I can see even Dr. Satha Master is a motivational person. He helps so many people in the forum to come out and get out from the fear and the resilience and to speak. I can see that's the blood running in Sahana too. And I prefer if she learned Tamil and if she can talk in front of our Tamil students, it will be a greatest help to them because there are a lot of speakers available for motivation in English, but there are less for Tamils. So if she can take an effort and if she can make it, it is really, really grateful. And also I wish her one day she needs to come in TED Talk and she needs to present her presentation that is the biggest achievement for all the Tamil community if she does that. Thank you very much for giving me an opportunity. I have forgotten Mr. Kumarasamy. Thank you very much for your word-to-word translation. And thank you. And thanks for the opportunity. Sorry, I couldn't come out. I couldn't put the video. Actually, I'm outside. Thanks for the opportunity.
Thank you so much. Definitely, I'll try and get a Tamil speech going. It might take me a little bit longer, but I'll definitely try.
The grandmother is here. She can train you in Tamil.
Yeah.
knows Tamil. She knows Tamil. She's studying now.
I understand it fully, but to make a presentation, I'll just require a little bit of her help. But I'll figure it out.
Thank you. Next, Babu Master, I can play your song as well after your comment. Okay, I can play the song after the Father's Day song.
Thank you, Sahana. Good evening to you. Thank you very much for your lovely speech. It's very good because you talked from your own personal experience, because then I can see it from the floor. You know, it all came out. The one thing I like about this, you know, one of the public speaking tips is now you start with a big kind of attractiveness. You know, like you put a very big stage, gigantic stage with your brother, and he said suddenly, oh my God, Sahana is an excellent experienced speaker. She's going to like, and then suddenly you came out the fact that was brilliant. You know, you always draw the attention of the audience. You know, because the other thing I like about your speak is you have actually understood the audience. Maybe Satha Master told you, I don't know.
She did. She did.
You actually understood the audience. You know, you made it very simple. You know, we have some kind of grasp or elderly people here, but we are all clever people. But I'm telling you, I'm being modest answering this question. You did very well in your presentations. Other one is another example for the addressing the speeches. If you remember, if you all know Shakespeare, Julius Caesar, Mark Antony bringing Julius Caesar's body to the public marketplace, and he's how does he start? Because he wants to draw the attention. Friends, Romans, and countrymen, please lend me your ears and absolute silence. Everyone to listen, because this is after he was stabbed by his friends, so-called friends. So you did that as well. I'm taking another example to compare your speech with your big stage and with your brother. That was fantastic. And you also know your audience. And the most important thing is the passion. I 100%, more than 100% agree with the passion. You know, you must have passion in what you are doing, you know, and I can see that in your speech. Excellent, Sahana. And what else I can say? And also it's interesting that you brought your personality into it, you know, in your speech. That is also one of the factors that good speakers do. You bring your own personality into it because flow comes naturally. And overall, I mean, I'm not assessing your speech because you are going to be a kind of Harvard affiliated undergraduate. So you're going to be a high flyer. I know that. Yeah, you're going to be a high flyer. All the best to you. And thank you very much for your lovely talk. Great. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, I'll play after Dani Kanagasundram's comments. Dr. Nadarasi from Ilford, East London, please.
Greetings, everyone. I'm afraid I missed the beginning and half of Sahana's presentation, but I will watch the recording. And congratulations and thank you for your presentation. Even though my name shows as UK, I grew up and studied in Sri Lanka before moving to UK. Shyness at public speaking is very common. I am myself included. I can remember when I was very young, I liked singing, but when relatives come and ask me to sing, I'll go under the table and sing so that people don't see me. And then at the age of 6, I had to get on stage, not because I wanted to, but the music teacher, many of you will know, Ambika Thamodaram, in a group program called Kolatam. Kolatam is, you know, with the sticks that you I was very shy. I was trying to wriggle out of it, but you're so scared of the teacher. I had to go on stage. And that is the only experience I had on stage. And of course, I wouldn't say I overcame stage shyness, but in the university, of course, we didn't have in Sri Lanka much opportunities. But I was very surprised. Recently, I watched a thing on Zoom in Sri Lanka, and they are promoting undergraduates to present, especially with Zoom being available. And I was really astonished. They were so smart. And I hope the younger generation are benefited that way. So that's the thing I wanted to point out. And also this opportunity here in the forum, Mr. Sriskandaraja offers, most people who are shy to speak, to come forward and, get experience, which is very good service. And also to listen to great speakers, and perhaps yourself included. I don't want to mention the name. There was a regular speaker, Mrs. A, I would say. She is superb, and she herself has said it. She was just a housewife a few years ago, and now she's become a, excellent speaker and writer, and very impressive in that way. So we are all fortunate to have this forum, and thanks again to Mr. Sriskandaraja and Mrs. Sriskandaraja for keep it running. Thank you.
Thank you. Next is Mrs. Rani Kanagasundaram.
Yeah, I'm Rani Kanagasundaram from London, Croydon. I'm a grandma. I have 3 granddaughters. They're all good swimmers. One is called Sahana. The problem is I am finding it very difficult to persuade them to come to this meditation. When I tell them, you say, Appamma, at your age, you do the meditation. We'll do this when we get older like you. So I tell them, no, because you all are studying, sitting for exams. This will relax your mind. One of them, not Sahana, the other one. Hannah will, when I say, come, Hannah will do meditation, she'll fold her legs, sit on the settee, close her eyes, because this was taught in the junior school. But the other two are not yet interested. After listening, it was a wonderful speech. I should have started with that first anyway. It was a wonderful speech. Somehow I'll get them to listen to the recording of the speech and change their mind and come and do some meditation. And you put the importance in meditation as well. I also used to be a very shy person. My husband is he's a good public speaker. So I always tell, I think Kumarasamy Pilla Master can interpret this. I am like, there's kind of flowers on a string. I said, you are the flower, I am the string. Puvada senda valana. That is in Tamil. Right? So after joining this meditation group, I joined it, I think, last February, not this year before. I have come out of my shell. I speak. Before this, I don't think I would have come and spoken like this. And also in an elders group, we do meditation. After Sriskandaraja Master and Nadi Master came and gave a talk, on some days where there isn't anybody to conduct the meditation, they'll call me. I go on the stage willingly and start the meditation. I think meditation is the one that helped me a lot. And also now most of the time you feel like closing your eyes and concentrate on your breathing, and that relaxes you. Anyway, that was a wonderful speech. I'll get my granddaughters to listen to your speech because they'll understand.
100%.
Yeah, okay.
Thank
you so much for giving me a chance to come on the platform, Sriskandaraja Master and Arundhati Master. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Next is Dr.Satha.
Greetings to all. First of all, thanks so much for Kumarasamy Pilla Master for excellent translation. And special thanks to Sriskandaraja Master and Arundhati Master, because they motivate us. And always he keep on saying, bring younger speakers, young people to this forum for this program we started recently. And that made me I was wondering why I didn't ask her before. I didn't. So I went and asked her mom one day, casually. I said, she happened to be with me for a couple of days. Even that time, I don't remember asking, but I asked her mom. She said, oh, she will talk. Any topic you give, she will talk. That's all her response. So I was so pleased. And when I asked, she said, yeah, she gave me 3 topics. And the choice was from Srikantaraja Master. He chose the public speaking first. He said, that sounds good. That topic we will go for first. That's how. And she's lined up for 10 minutes speech on the Youngest People's Forum with emotional intelligence in July. And part 2, she will present because she didn't want to bring, even though she said, I haven't done nothing to her actually. She has done everything. And only yesterday, I asked her to join in the Zoom and to do the presentation. That's all I did. And it was brilliant. So I said, fine, go ahead with that. We were so pleased. That's all. I'm pleased and everybody's pleased about. And I'm sure she's pleased about meeting you all and participating. And she will be here more frequent. Thank you so much.
Next is Dr. Swapragasham Sri Skanda. Thank you.
Yes, just because in the group somebody asked a question, when you are doing public speaking, if people disturb or heckle you, how do you overcome it? At that time, I just thought I should share my experience, which I had 25 years ago when I was a young university lecturer, and it was new in England, and there was one student who was always asking and questions interrupting. So I was patient for some time, and then I said, if during the process of listening to the lecture, please refrain from expressing your inner thoughts at that time. But if you do have inner thoughts or thoughts that you want to ask questions, we'll meet after the lecture and we can have a discussion about it. And that made all the rest of the students to laugh. And this student piped down, kept quiet, and that was the end of the interruption. So I just thought I'll just give my experience and that commentary on if people heckle and stop you from speaking, what happened to me and how it got solved. That's all. Thank you for giving me a second chance to come and talk. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next is Dr. Navaratnam.
Thank you, Dr. Mrs. Srikantaraja, for letting me come back again. This is not to belittle our young lady who has done an excellent speech. I just wanted to bring to the notice, I was a student in Jaffna, in a school called Mahajana College. They trained children in public speaking, particularly those who they thought were clever or able. And from the age of 11, I was given chance to speak in public. And in HSC Union, we have a forum where MPs, great public speakers, other principals come, and we have a dinner. And in that dinner, about 50 people will be seated around, and we learn how to eat with a fork and spoon as well for the first time. But there, I was that year I was a president. So I had to public speak in front of all these high-flown, educated people. That kind of training kept me going all my life. And this particular, what I'm driving at, the university also, I was able to public speak. And then once I got into job and at any place I was able to speak, was preparation was important, and be confident and to know the subject. Now, I was going to ask Sahana if there are no such training in schools in Canada. If you are going to learn to public speak after when you went into university, please.
Yeah, in Canada, there is no real school that teaches you how to public speak. If anything, and you'll have presentations that you have to do in class, but